End of the line. Everybody out. You've got a meeting with Commander Triton.
My briefing said I was to meet a Colonel Vanis.
I don't know anything about that. Commander Triton's the one listed as in charge now. I'm sure he can fill you in on the story. I need to de-ice the shuttle here.
Your advice boils down to doing nothing, and that I cannot do.
Sir, I respect your bravery, but if you see this through personally, you will be dead. And whose leadership will we have then? If Command's description is correct, I believe you're the bounty hunter sent to assist us. This is Commander Triton, and I am Udrus.
Lieutenant Halpin sent word you would be coming, and we've never had greater need of you.
Colonel Vanis, the commander of this base, is missing. We fear he's dead, along with all the most experienced men from this base.
To lose one officer is a casualty. To lose them all sounds like a coup.
I assure you, the last thing I wanted was leadership of this base. I had zero choice in the matter. The Colonel went out to investigate evidence of a possible spy probe near the ice lake. He was under heavy guard.
We received a distress call. It was obvious he found trouble.
Scout 1 to Dawn Base. Heavy casualties. Taking heavy casualties. We're under attack. We can't see the...
What on this world could take out an armed group of officers?
Besides the Republic, there are Wampers, pirates, mostly aliens unafraid of the Empire.
But we can't simply cower in our base when the mission is to damage and exhaust the Republic.
And our men can't do it. Commander, this visit is a gift to us from fate.
Sounds like a big problem. Can you tell it to me again? In credits?
We'll pay any price you name. Find Colonel Vanis, or at least tell us what we're up against.
Our best case scenario is that Colonel Vanis' communications tipped off the Republic, and he's gone quiet.
But if I were out in that cold, I'd have called for a rescue. If you can find the Colonel, everyone on this base is in your debt.
What sort of jobs are coming up? Hunting? Mercenary work?
There's something in particular you're hoping to see?
Something hard enough to sharpen myself on. Been in a few skirmishes. Treaty with the Republic made real fighting scarce. Like to see something worthy.
Looking for at least 10 to 1 odds? Or will you be satisfied with just one of something nasty?
Tough call. Our people need battle to find out what we are. Mando without war is like a starship without space.
Guess we better find a war then.
Looking forward to it.
mohardas, bakadas, gussasek, outrafelsbojek. Raporas, Najava, Kurkunska, Orpets, Raju Braunari, to Unska. Raporas, Najava, Kurkunska, Orpets, Raju Braunari, to Unska.
It's not your hunt you should be worried about, Snakeskin.
Wajulambasas, Parsk Potrak, Modraksk, Umbapolua, Tosk Tanga Rastak, Shiverskarsk, Zonkalis, Korra, Raporas, Tajava, Kurkunska, Orpexi, Raju Braunari, to Unska.
I'm shaking in my boots.
Atrasisi, Ordortikcha, Antelvendes, Wajulambasas, Parsk Potrak, Modraksk, Umbapolua, Misade Mohardas, Bakadas, Gursasek, Outrafelsbojek.
I heard Voss was a holy terror. Why'd he leave you to do the dirty work? Waste someone else's time.
Boss didn't think much of us.
Come on, we're paying Blizz another visit. I found Colonel Vanis. He was dead, murdered by Republic Tals.
Tals. That would make sense. Cold adapted, Republic aligned. I've not killed their kind before. What about you, Commander?
What? Yes, of course.
The base awaits your orders, Commander.
We are having deep morale issues in the forward outpost. I must show them that we can triumph without Colonel Vanis. Now is the time for reprisals. These chittering animals will not get away with this. I want 10 of the Republic to suffer for every one of ours dead. I want every last Tolls wiped out, their heads on sticks out in the frost.
Anything you'd like to add?
The main thrust of the plan is sensible, but given our limited knowledge, I suggest the plan be refined before use. A covert action is advisable, or we'll end up wiping out one group and causing the rest to go into hiding. I have data arrays we could install in their communications link. If we did that, we could locate and estimate their numbers before we hit them.
They weren't carrying handheld comms. They probably got way stations. I can bug those.
This sounds plausible. As much as I hate to admit it, Udris is usually right about these things.
Commander! Come in, Commander!
Go ahead, Scout 5.
We found a nest of Tolls on the ice lake. Too many to engage. Transmitting coordinates now.
Our luck is changing. If we can get those arrays into whatever they're using for communications, we'll soon know what we need.
When you're done, report to the forward outpost. It's closer to the lake, and the men there can see your success in person.
Voss took off. Let his cronies do the dying. Said I wasn't worthy.
Fime nekile ogen fuzo nalapo. Ayafa kam jam karuza. Kodva kinisi beliwe nezin wala zek handaleno. Go puta badalva no makafesko vami. Kimina ni hala neza nimba ni hala kamanahana.
Slow down. What do you mean by Jaga points?
He means Jagannath points. Hunting is a religion to Trandoshans. Their goddess gives them Jagannath for successful hunts. It's serious business to them. The Trandoshan's score determines his place in the afterlife.
Nagwazi niko nigaka kumbupi kumbababla. Kwabayin so yamayuka nikikito sanke. Shoba di cast for andale. Ayafa kam jam karuza. Baba hamzuye lupanera kujunzo. Baba kiulok minotor ka kolopo. Asa chakosa linchakan fuhun. Obligando kita wabakawami. Omokobe kavami gabene.
Know anything to help me deal with Aor?
Widi hayas chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantenko iki. Mapuzo lampangolo tipa. Yahosia dainga. Ayafa shahara. Uja kalopo chuvara kawana nabi. Chikua ibana iletas lusa domonolumi. Chakosa bifanete mambe nenga unti. Fime nekile ogen fuzo nalapo. Karusa gobiton. Juin lui nadali. Kiluak sugu ampi. Lapusa nigayas pa vandoka tron. Liro umpi opiso. Ayeta babatonipa. Idiotto.
What do you got in mind, Blizz?
Ayata suta un titi. Asuna dugarata darokawa. Chumiko waflo. Karusa suga baknovo. Ubarare dukia buja. Kilia kapisa jibilu. Ango tonton. Jubilu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatebu. Kebe yote yatata. Lalo ampi nyete bombom. Kursa bang tululu tenga. Oko hamasusi halulu. Riwa tini aruba. Chikosa nyete baba yara fara. Ibana perke. Kalizi ya isli nitin mimini.
I don't see the point in this.
Kodva kinisi beliwe nezin wala zek handaleno. Go puta badalva no makafesko vami. Kimina ni hala neza nimba ni hala kamanahana. Go puta badalva no makafesko vami.
Good to hear from you. We've been receiving the feed from the data arrays, and what we've learned is quite interesting. We had assumed there were one, perhaps two groups of Tals out there. We found 6. Had we attacked earlier, we would have gotten one group and the other 5 would have gone to ground.
I'm always a professional.
I will not underestimate the Tals. Complacency is what got the Colonel killed.
The good part is we know how many Tals there are, and the bad part is we don't have enough forces to hit all 6 groups at once. We have devised a plan to put the Tals in position for a killing blow. Their supplies, weapons, medical equipment, and the high-calorie food they require, all of it is stored in one central location. They may be adapted to the cold, but without their supplies, they wouldn't last a week. So we will destroy their cache.
Go on, I'm listening.
We want them to panic and launch an all-out, last-ditch attack on us. And we'll be waiting. If I were them, and suddenly without food, I would raid this base. So we will amplify our defenses here and spring the trap shut. Unfortunately, getting at their supplies may be difficult. They are in a series of ice caves overrun by Wampers.
Is there anything important on this planet that isn't in some snow creature's freezer?
I suspect taking over a cave was faster than digging their own shelter, though I'm not sure how they dominate the Wampers.
All the more reason to bring back their equipment. We could learn much from the Tulls.
The last thing you'd want to do in a Wampa cave is weigh yourself down.
You'd be surprised how much I can carry.
Very well then. Who am I to say if you've gone mad? Take anything of theirs that gives them aid or comfort. Make them come crawling. Let them know who the masters of this miserable world are.
Gotcha.
Whoa, buddy, we're just salvagers. Don't want no trouble. Ain't getting paid to catch blaster fire.
Who's calling the shots here? I'm looking for Slam Streaver. Blizz sent me.
Blizz, you're pulling my leg. Really? I'm glad to hear the little guy's okay. Never sat right with me, what Voss done to him.
He said he was framed. You could have stood up for him.
I did. Hell, it ain't like what they found was worth all that much compared to Blizz's know-how. But there weren't no convincing them. Hated turning him over, but I never really had a choice. Look, let me do right by him. I'll do whatever I can to help. What did Blizz send you for?
I need a couple of your heat resistors and a 3-phase field frequency tuner from Blizz's stash.
Well, heat resistor's no problem. That phase tuner could be another story. Foreman divvied up most of Blizz's stuff between the salvage crews, but I'll have a look. Well, you're in luck. Everything you asked for is here. What's left of Blizz's stuff, too. I appreciate it if you could get that back to him. And tell him I'm sorry, would you?
I appreciate the help.
Anything for a friend of Blizz. It's about time we pack it up. The foreman's gonna figure out we helped you, and he won't take kindly to that. We ain't much good in a scrap, and likely won't get far without someone who is.
Lend a hand?
No problem. Just watch out for the shrapnel.
I'll cover the rear.
Come on, boys. We're getting out of here.
Gotcha.
Look at all that scrap fly. We ought to be able to make it from here. Thanks for sticking your neck out for us. We'd have never made it.
Show me your gratitude some other time. I got a cyborg to kill.
Be careful. That fella's packed with more tech than an Ar-Shaddad chop shop. And has about as many screws loose.
You take care of Blizz for me, yeah?